Would you like to comment on the main characteristics of the customs, rituals, clothing, sanctuaries, and etc.?
This is a practical question about how to practice Caodai in the temple. First, the most important is the altar of God. We have a schema, the picture, to show the arrangement of the altar. And we believe that the altar is a map that reflects the principle of Caodai and the way of practice. First, we have the divine eye that represents God. And next is the tiger lamp, which is the eternal light, the light of God. And we have two candles representing yin and yang energy, corresponding to electron and proton in science. And yin and yang is the principle, is the master of all creation. And after that, we have three kinds of offerings. Fruit and flower represent the physical body, physical energy. Wine represents chi flow, vital energy, or mind with emotion and ego. And water and tea represent tongue, or spirit, the spiritual energy, or the soul, or conscience. And the teaching of Caodai is we need to control so that our physical body becomes pure. We cultivate our emotion in order that tinh khí thần, or physical energy, vital energy, and spiritual energy become one. And the oneness of the tinh khí thần would lead you to the union with the Supreme Being. There are also incense sticks, and the 5 incense represent the 5 levels of cultivation. The first is the observance, second is purification, the third is meditation, the fourth is enlightenment, wisdom, and the last one is liberation or unification with God. How to perform daily ceremony. In daily ceremony we have first different prayers. The prelude introduces the principle of Caodai, which come mainly from the 3 important religions of the East. From Confucius we learn the middle way, the golden rule. From the Buddha we learn the compassion, the love. And from the way of immortal we learn how to meditate, to live with the nature. And one root spring 3 main religions. We next have a prayer dedicated to the Supreme Being, to the Buddha, to the immortal, to the way of saint. And we have 3 offering of flower, offering of wine, offering of tea. And then we have the 5 vows. In the 5 vows, we pray that the wisdom of the great Tao be widely spread on earth to all humanity, so that they know that we are having the common God and we have the God Spirit inside. The way of Tao shine the way to all creatures of nature's birth. May all humanity be redeemed and our whole world know peace, and may the place we meet to worship you be granted safety lease. Regarding clothing, the áo dài is the national dress of Vietnam. Áo dài use the Vietnamese traditional costume and as a ceremonial dress. The white color represents purity. For the dignitaries wear colored clothes for worshipping ceremony. There is a hierarchy where the elders guide the junior orderly, and there should be different dress for identification. The color yellow represents the way of Buddha. The color blue represents the way of immortal. The color red represents the way of saint. In public activity, dignitaries wear white, and the Caodai disciple also wear white. That represents purity. And being pure, the disciple aspire to progress on the journey to return to their divine origin. We have also a prayer for secular activity. Major secular prayer include before meeting, prayer before and after meeting, before class, prayer before meal, prayer after meal, prayer for the dead, and they are all meaningful. We choose to present to you the prayer before and after meal, which are simple but deeply meaningful. Before meal prayer, foremost to the multitude of living beings. To eat is the most necessary of things. Cereals, the Creator has brought to this need and give to His children upon which to feed. Our deep thanks to Senon King, who taught in way of plant upbringing. Gratefully I vow to borrow this body of man in use for the quest of the eternal land.
That's beautiful.
And after meal, I pray for good physical health in order to help change the world according to the divine law and convey divine love to all beings. In the prayer before meal, it is a reminder to us that we eat and sustain our physical body. That is not a symbol, not for symbol pleasure. We just eat for living. And that vegetable and grains are provided to us. The deeper meaning comes also that the healthy physical is to carry through our self-improvement to reach the eternal land. In the prayer after meal, the appreciation is given to those who provide food, and with our healthy body, our vow are to serve humanity.
I really like those two prayers, before meal and after meal, because it summarizes what you are here on this earth for. You have a physical body, and you have to nourish it in order to live. But after you nourish it, and you have to use that strength to serve people, and also to self-cultivate, to return to the divine.